My parents demanded I pay $20,000 for sister's wedding even though I make $42,000 a year. I refused, so they limited me from attending. I discovered her finance was cheating with maid of honor, sent wedding gift box full of evidence. She opened it in front of 200 guests and screamed, "Wedding canceled immediately. Entire family blames me, but sister paid off my student loans as apology." My parents limited me from my sister's wedding because I refused to pay for half of it. Even though I'm struggling financially. Barely making rent. Living paycheck to paycheck. My sister called me selfish. Uninvited me completely. So I sent her a wedding gift anyway. When she opened it in front of all the guests, she screamed. Started crying. Inside was proof that her fiancé was cheating on her with her maid of honor. The wedding got cancelled. Now the entire family blames me. My name is Jen. I'm 26 years old. Work as a teacher. Make $42,000 a year. Have student loans. Live in a small apartment. Barely surviving financially. My sister Amanda is 28. Works in finance. Makes $120,000 a year. Lives in a nice condo. Her fiancé, Brad, also works in finance. Makes similar money. They're comfortable. Very comfortable. My parents are well off. Dad owns a construction company. Mom's a lawyer. They have money. Not rich. But comfortable. Could easily pay for a wedding. But they didn't. They made it my problem. 6 months ago, Amanda got engaged. Big proposal. Expensive ring. She was thrilled. Immediately started planning the wedding. Big wedding. 200 guests. Expensive venue. Designer dress. Full bar. Band. Everything. Budget, $80,000. She called a family meeting. Me, her, our parents. So I've planned everything. The wedding is going to be $80,000 total. Mom and Dad are paying $40,000. I'm paying $20,000. And Jen, you're paying $20,000. I stared at her. What? Your share. $20,000. That's half of what Mom and Dad are paying. Totally fair. Amanda, I don't have $20,000. I'm a teacher. I make $42,000 a year. I have student loans. Rent. Bills. I live paycheck to paycheck. So save. The wedding is 6 months away. Save $3,500 a month. Easy. That's almost my entire monthly income after taxes. How am I supposed to live? Figure it out. This is my wedding. Family contributes. That's how it works. I looked at my parents. Is this real? Are you expecting me to pay $20,000? My dad nodded. It's tradition. Family helps with weddings. Your sister helped pay for cousin Rachel's wedding. Now it's your turn. I didn't help with Rachel's wedding. I wasn't even asked. Because you were in college? But you're working now. You can contribute. I can't contribute $20,000. That's half my annual income. That's insane. Amanda rolled her eyes. Stop being dramatic. Everyone contributes. That's what family does. Everyone who can afford to contribute. I can't. I'm sorry, but I can't. Can't or won't? My mom asked. Cold tone. Can't. I literally don't have the money. And even if I could save it, it would destroy me financially. I'd have nothing. No emergency fund. No savings. Nothing. Then take out a loan, Amanda suggested. Wedding loans are a thing. Take one out. Pay it off over time. Why would I take out a loan for your wedding? That's insane. Because I'm your sister. Because family supports family. Because I do it for you. Would you? Would you actually go into debt for my wedding? Yes. If you asked, I would. I didn't believe her. But I couldn't prove she was lying. I'm not taking out a loan. I'm not paying $20,000. I'm happy to contribute what I can afford. Maybe $500. Maybe $1,000 if I really stretch. But $20,000 is impossible. Amanda's face went cold. So you're refusing? I'm not refusing. I'm being realistic. I don't have $20,000. You have 6 months. You could get a second job. You could cut expenses. You could make it work if you wanted to. You just don't want to. I don't want to go broke for your wedding. That's not the same as not wanting to help. It's exactly the same. You're choosing yourself over me. Over my wedding. Over family. I'm choosing survival. I'm choosing not to destroy myself financially. My dad cut in. Jen, if you're not going to contribute, then maybe you shouldn't come to the wedding. I stared at him. Are you serious? Dead serious. This is a family event. Family contributes. If you're not contributing, you're not really participating. You're just a guest. And we can't afford extra guests. I'm her sister. And sisters help each other. You're not helping. So why should you be there? I looked at my mom. Surely she'd intervene. Tell them they were being ridiculous. She didn't. Your father's right. If you're not contributing financially, maybe it's better if you don't attend. It would just be awkward. Awkward? It would be awkward for me to attend my own sister's wedding because I'm poor? You're not poor. You're choosing not to prioritize this. That's different. I'm prioritizing rent. Food. Not being homeless. Those are normal priorities. Amanda stood up. You know what? Fine. Don't pay. Don't come. I don't want you there anyway if you're going to be resentful the whole time. I'm not resentful. I'm broke. Same thing. You're uninvited. Don't bother showing up. She walked out. My parents followed. Left me sitting there. Stunned. Angry. Upset. My own sister had just uninvited me from her wedding. Because I couldn't afford to pay $20,000. Because I was poor compared to her. Over the next few weeks, I tried to reach out. Called Amanda. Texted. Tried to apologize even though I'd done nothing wrong. She ignored me. Blocked my number. Blocked me on social media. I tried my parents. Same response. You made your choice. Live with it. I tried to explain to other family members. Cousins. Aunts. Uncles. Maybe someone would understand. Would see how insane this was. Nobody did. They all sided with Amanda. Family contributes to weddings. You should have figured it out. You're being selfish. I was being gaslit by my entire family. Made to feel like the villain for being poor. For not being able to afford half of an $80,000 wedding. 2 months before the wedding, I was venting to my coworker, Becca. Telling her everything. How insane my family was. How I'd been uninvited from my own sister's wedding. That's insane, Becca said. Your sister sounds awful. She is. But I miss her. We used to be close. Before she got money. Before she got engaged. Before she decided I wasn't worth having around unless I could pay. Do you know her fiancé? Brad? A little. Met him a few times. Seems nice enough. Finance bro. Makes a lot of money. That's all I really know. Finance bro. That checks out. My ex was a finance bro. Cheated on me with 3 different women. It's like a requirement in that industry. We laughed. But something clicked. A terrible thought. What if Brad was cheating on Amanda? What if my sister was about to marry someone who didn't deserve her? As much as Amanda had upset me, I didn't want that for her. Didn't want her to marry someone who was cheating. How would I even find out? I asked Becca. It's not like I can hire a private investigator. I don't have money for that. You don't need a pie. You need social media. Fake accounts. A little digging. Finance brothers are sloppy. They always get caught eventually. She was right. I had time. 2 months. I could dig. Could look. Could see if Brad was as faithful as Amanda thought. I created a fake Instagram account. Started following Brad. Started looking through his posts. His friends. His tagged photos. Nothing obvious at first. Just typical finance bro stuff. Gym photos. Expensive dinners. Golf. Boring. But then I noticed something. A girl. In multiple photos. At group outings. At parties. At bars. Always near Brad. Always smiling at him. Always. Close. I clicked on her profile. Her name was Victoria. She was friends with Amanda. Close friends. I recognized her. She was the maid of honor. Victoria. Brad. In multiple photos together. Over months. Looking comfortable. Familiar. Too familiar. I dug deeper. Looked at Victoria's photos. Brad was tagged in several. At events Amanda wasn't at. Late nights. Clubs. Bars. One photo stood out. 2 months ago. Brad and Victoria. At a bar. 2 a.m. according to the timestamp. She was leaning on him. He had his arm around her. They looked. Together. The caption, late nights with my favorite person. Favorite person. Not friend. Not work colleague. Favorite person. I screenshotted it. Kept digging. Over the next 3 weeks, I found more. More photos. More timestamps. More evidence that Brad and Victoria were spending time together. Alone. late at night, in ways that weren't appropriate for a guy with a fiancé. But photos weren't proof. They were suspicious, concerning, but not definitive. I needed more. I needed something concrete. I created a fake Facebook profile. Added Brad as a friend from a fake account claiming to be a work connection. He accepted. Lots of mutual friends in finance made it believable. I started messaging him. Casual at first. Work talk. Industry stuff. Building rapport. Then I shifted. Started flirting. Subtle. Seeing how he'd respond. He responded. Flirted back. Sent compliments. Sent messages that were definitely not appropriate for a guy getting married in 6 weeks. But still not concrete. He could claim it was friendly. Innocent. Misunderstood. I needed definitive proof. Something undeniable. 4 weeks before the wedding, I shifted tactics. Started messaging as a woman interested in him. Attractive. Successful. Available. He took the bait. Started messaging more. More frequently. More explicitly. 1 week later, he asked to meet up. Coffee? His message said. Or drinks? Dealer's choice, winking face emoji. I said yes. Set up a time. A place. A busy coffee shop downtown. Midday. Public. Safe. I didn't go as me. I went as my friend Becca. I told her the plan. She'd agreed to help. This is insane, she said. But also brilliant. Let's catch this asshole. She met Brad at the coffee shop. I sat nearby. Far enough not to be noticed. Close enough to see. To record. They talked. He flirted. She flirted back. He suggested going somewhere more private. She agreed. They left together. I followed at a distance. They went to a hotel bar. Ordered drinks. Sat close. Too close. He touched her arm. Her hand. Leaned in. Whispered something. Becca laughed. Played along. Then excused herself. Bathroom, she mouthed to me as she passed. I joined her. Did you get anything? He's definitely trying to hook up. He just suggested getting a room. Said his fiancée is out of town. Said we could have fun with no strings. Perfect. Exactly what I needed. Record it. Audio. Get him to say he has a fiancée. Get him to explicitly suggest cheating. Then shut it down and leave. She went back. Turned on her phone recorder. In her pocket. Hidden. 10 minutes later she returned. Got it. He said, and I quote, my fiancé doesn't need to know. What happens here stays here. Let's get a room and have some fun. I had him. On recording. Explicitly trying to cheat on Amanda. 1 week before the wedding. But that wasn't all. I still needed to confirm Victoria. Needed proof they were actually together. Not just that Brad was willing to cheat. But that he was actively cheating with a maid of honor. I went back to social media. Created another fake account. This time posing as Victoria's old college friend. Added her. She accepted. Started messaging. Casual catch-up. How have you been? What's new? Normal stuff. She mentioned the wedding. So excited. My best friend is getting married. I'm the maid of honor. I replied, that's amazing. Are you seeing anyone? She sent a winky emoji. Kind of. It's complicated. He's technically taken. But we have something special. I think he's going to leave her for me. My heart stopped. She was talking about Brad. Had to be. Ooh, tell me more. Who is he? I can't say yet. But trust me, once he's free, everyone will know. We're perfect together. I pushed. Free? What does that mean? His situation will change soon. Then we can be together publicly. Just a few more weeks. A few more weeks. Right when the wedding would be. Right when Brad would supposedly commit to Amanda forever. Victoria thought Brad was going to leave Amanda. For her. Had no idea he was also trying to pick up random women at coffee shops. They were both being played. And Amanda was the biggest victim of all. I had everything I needed. Brad on recording trying to cheat. Screenshots of Victoria's messages talking about him leaving Amanda for her. Photos of them together over months. Timestamps. Evidence. Now I had to decide what to do with it. The right thing would be to tell Amanda privately. Call her. Send her the evidence. Let her make a decision before the wedding. But she'd blocked me. Wouldn't answer my calls. Had made it clear she wanted nothing to do with me. If I sent evidence to her email, would she even look? Or would she dismiss it as me being jealous? Bitter? Trying to ruin her wedding? I talked to Becca. What do I do? You have to tell her. Even if she hates you. Even if she doesn't believe you. You have to try. She was right. I sent an email. To Amanda's personal email. Subject line, important, about Brad, please read. In the email, I wrote, Amanda, I know you don't want to hear from me. But I found something you need to see. Brad is cheating on you. With Victoria. Your maid of honor. I have proof. Photos. Messages. A recording of him trying to meet up with someone else. Please look at the attachments. Please don't marry him without seeing this. Whatever happens with us, you deserve to know the truth. Jen. I attached everything. Every screenshot. Every photo. The audio recording. Everything. Sent it. Held my breath. Waited. 3 days passed. No response. The email showed as read but no reply. No acknowledgement. Nothing. 2 weeks before the wedding, I tried again. Different email. Same message. Same attachments. Still nothing. 1 week before the wedding, I called my mom. From a different number. Mom, it's Jen. Please don't hang up. What do you want? I need to tell Amanda something. It's important. About Brad. He's cheating on her. Oh, for God's sake. You're making things up now? To ruin her wedding? Because you're bitter? I'm not making it up. I have proof. Photos. Recordings. He's cheating with Victoria. You're pathetic. Leave your sister alone. Stop trying to sabotage her happiness because you're miserable. She hung up. Nobody would listen. Nobody believed me. They all thought I was lying. Being vindictive. Trying to ruin the wedding because I was uninvited. I had one option left. One way to make sure Amanda saw the evidence. One way to force the truth out in a way that couldn't be ignored or dismissed. The wedding gift. If Amanda wouldn't open my emails, she'd open a wedding gift. Especially if it was delivered to the wedding. Especially if everyone was watching. It was petty. Dramatic. Cruel even. But it was the only way to make her see. The only way to save her from marrying a cheater. I spent $200 I didn't have on a beautiful gift box. Expensive looking. Wrapped in white paper with silver ribbon. Perfect wedding gift presentation. Inside I put everything. Printed photos of Brad and Victoria together over the months. Printed screenshots of Victoria's messages about Brad leaving Amanda for her. A USB drive with the audio recording of Brad explicitly saying he had a fiancée and suggesting they get a hotel room. And a note. Handwritten. Amanda. I know you hate me. I know you think I'm bitter and jealous. But I love you. You're my sister. And I can't let you marry someone who's cheating on you. Brad has been having an affair with Victoria. Your maid of honor. For months. I have proof. It's all in this box. I tried to tell you privately. You blocked me. I tried to tell Mom. She didn't believe me. I tried everything. This is my last option. I'm not trying to ruin your wedding. I'm trying to save you from a terrible marriage. From marrying someone who doesn't deserve you. You can hate me. You can blame me. But please look at the evidence. Please see the truth. You deserve better than Brad. You deserve someone who's faithful. Who respects you. Who doesn't cheat with your best friend. I'm sorry this is how you're finding out. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you sooner. I'm sorry for everything. But I'd rather you hate me and know the truth than love me and marry a cheater. Love, Jen. I sealed the box. Addressed it to Amanda. Paid for delivery to the venue on the wedding day. To be placed with the other gifts. To be opened during the reception. It was done. In 2 days, Amanda would open it. Would see the truth. Would have to face it. And I'd probably lose my family forever. But at least she'd know. The wedding day arrived. I wasn't there. Wasn't invited. Blocked from everything. But I got updates. From social media. From people posting photos. From friends who were there. The ceremony went off without a hitch. Amanda looked beautiful. Brad looked smug. They said their vows. Kissed. Became husband and wife. I felt sick. Had I made a mistake? Should I have done more? Done it differently? Then the reception started. Dinner. Speeches. The usual wedding stuff. Then the gift opening. Some couples do it at the reception. Show off the gifts. Thank people publicly. Amanda wanted that. Wanted everyone to see how generous people were. How loved she was. She started opening gifts. Kitchen appliances. Picture frames. Checks. Normal stuff. Then she got to my box. The beautiful white box with silver ribbon. She smiled. Oh, this one's gorgeous. Who's it from? She looked at the card. Her smile faded. It's from Jen. The room went quiet. Everyone knew the story. Knew I'd been uninvited. Knew there was drama. My mom spoke up. Don't open it. Just set it aside. She's probably trying to cause problems. But Brad encouraged her. Come on, babe. It's your sister. How bad could it be? Open it. Famous last words. Amanda opened the box. Looked inside. Her face changed. Confusion. Then recognition. Then horror. She pulled out the photos. One by one. Brad and Victoria. At bars. At clubs. Too close. Too familiar. Over months. The room was silent. Everyone watching. Everyone seeing. Then she pulled out the printed messages. Victoria talking about Brad leaving Amanda for her. About them being perfect together. About waiting for him to be free. Amanda looked at Victoria. Her maid of honor. Her best friend. Standing right there in her bridesmaid dress. What is this? Victoria went pale. Amanda, I can explain. What is this? Brad tried to intervene. Babe, calm down. Let's talk about this privately. Privately? Privately? You want to talk about you cheating on me with my maid of honor privately? She pulled out the USB drive. What's this? Read my note. Out loud. To everyone. There's a recording. Of Brad. From 3 weeks ago. Trying to hook up with someone. Saying his fiancée doesn't need to know. She looked at Brad. Is this true? I don't. That's not. Is this true? He couldn't answer. Just stood there. Guilty as hell. Amanda screamed. A primal scream. Rage. Betrayal. Heartbreak. All of it. She let go her bouquet at Brad. Hit him in the face. Then let go her champagne glass. Then started ripping off her veil. Her jewelry. Everything. This wedding is over. Get out. Everyone get out. Victoria tried to approach. Amanda, please, let me explain. Explain what? That you've been sleeping with my husband? That you were planning to steal him from me? That you've been lying to my face for months? Get away from me. Victoria ran. Crying. Guilty. Exposed. Brad tried again. Amanda, baby, please. Can we talk? Don't you dare call me baby. Don't you dare. We're done. This marriage is over before it even started. Get out of my sight. The venue descended into chaos. Guests leaving. Some crying. Some gossiping. Some standing around in shock. My mom grabbed the microphone. Everyone please remain calm. There's been a misunderstanding. We'll sort this out. There's no misunderstanding, Mom, Amanda shouted. Brad cheated. Victoria betrayed me. And Jen, she looked at the box, at my note. Jen tried to warn me and I didn't listen. She collapsed. Sobbing. Her wedding dress pulling around her. Her perfect wedding destroyed. Her marriage annulled before the ink even dried on the certificate. I got a call 2 hours later. From Amanda. She'd unblocked me. Jen. Amanda. I'm so sorry. Don't apologize. You have nothing to apologize for. I didn't want to do it like that. I tried to tell you privately. You blocked me. Nobody would listen. I know. Mom told me. About the emails. The calls. Everything. I should have listened. I should have opened the first email. I was just so angry at you. So convinced you were being petty. I didn't even look. I'm sorry you found out that way. In front of everyone. I just didn't know how else to make you see. I needed to see. If you hadn't sent that box, I would have married him. Would have spent years with a cheater. You saved me. Even after I treated you horribly. After I uninvited you. After I demanded money you didn't have. You still saved me. You're my sister. Of course I saved you. She sobbed. I'm so sorry. For everything. For demanding $20,000. For uninviting you. For choosing money over you. For not believing you. For everything. It's okay. It's not okay. I was awful to you. I chose Brad over you. Chose money over you. Chose a wedding over my sister. And you still had my back. Even when I didn't deserve it. You always deserve it. You're my sister. Can you forgive me? Already done? Can I see you? Tomorrow? I need to see you. Of course. The next day, Amanda came to my apartment. Still in her wedding makeup. Still traumatized. We talked for hours. About Brad. About Victoria. About the betrayal. About how she'd missed all the signs because she'd been so focused on the wedding. On appearances. On having everything perfect. I became someone I hate, she admitted. Shallow. Money obsessed. Willing to cut out my own sister over wedding costs. That's not who I am. That's not who I want to be. Wedding stress makes people crazy. That's not an excuse. I was cruel to you. Demanded money you didn't have. Made you feel like you weren't worth having around unless you could pay. That's not stress. That's who I'd become. And I hate it. You were upset. Focused on the wrong things. It happens. You would have never done that to me. You would have never demanded I go into debt for your wedding. You would have never valued money over me. No. I wouldn't have. I'm going to do better. Be better. Starting now. What does that mean? It means I'm paying off your student loans. I stared at her. What? You heard me. Your student loans. How much do you owe? Amanda, that's crazy. How much? $35,000. But I can't let you. I'm paying them off. Consider it an apology. For demanding $20,000 you didn't have. For uninviting you. For everything. I'm paying your loans. Amanda, that's too much. It's not enough. It'll never be enough to make up for what I did. But it's a start. And I'm doing it. Don't argue. She transferred the money that day. All of it. Paid off every loan. Freed me from debt I'd been carrying for 6 years. I cried. You didn't have to do this. Yes, I did. You saved me from a terrible marriage. From years of misery with a cheater. The least I can do is free you from debt. The family drama continued. My parents blamed me for ruining the wedding. For publicly uncomfortable Amanda. For causing a scene. You could have handled this privately, my dad said on a call. I tried. I sent emails. I called. Nobody listened. Nobody believed me. What was I supposed to do? Let her marry a cheater? You embarrassed her. In front of 200 people. That's unforgivable. Brad embarrassed her. Victoria embarrassed her. I just exposed it. Don't blame me for other people's actions. You're tearing this family apart. The family tore itself apart when you demanded I pay $20,000 I didn't have. When you uninvited me for being poor. When you chose money over your daughter. I didn't tear anything apart. I just refused to be exploited. We didn't speak for months. My parents were furious. Convinced I'd ruined everything. Blamed me for the wedding disaster. For the family embarrassment. For everything. Other relatives sided with them. You should have kept quiet. You should have let her figure it out herself. You shouldn't have made it public. But some sided with me. Cousins. Aunts. Uncles who'd thought the $20,000 demand was insane. Who'd seen how I was treated. Who understood I'd tried everything else first. The family was divided. Half blaming me. Half supporting me. Just like I'd predicted. 6 months later, things had settled. Amanda and I were close again. Closer than ever. She'd gone to therapy. Worked through the betrayal. The trauma. The embarrassment. I'm grateful it happened, she told me. I know that sounds crazy. But I'm grateful. I would have married him. Had kids with him. Wasted years with a cheater. You saved me from that. However painful the exposure was, it was better than the alternative. What about Victoria? Haven't spoken to her. Don't plan to. She made her choice. She knew he was engaged. She pursued him anyway. She pretended to be my friend while sleeping with my fiancé. That's not forgivable. And Brad? Blocked everywhere. Heard he tried to get back together with Victoria. She rejected him. Turns out she only wanted him because he was taken. Once he was free, she lost interest. Karma. We laughed. Dark humor. But healing. Thank you, she said. For saving me. For loving me even when I didn't deserve it. For being my sister even when I wasn't being yours. That's what sisters do. My parents eventually apologized. 6 months of not speaking to their daughters made them realize they'd been wrong. About the money. About the wedding. About prioritizing appearances over family. We were caught up in the wedding, my mom admitted. In wanting everything to be perfect. In impressing people. We lost sight of what mattered. Of who mattered? We're sorry. I accept your apology. But things have changed. The relationship we had before, that's gone. We're rebuilding from scratch. With boundaries. With respect. With understanding that I'm not an ATM. I'm your daughter. We understand. We'll do better. And they have. Slowly. We're rebuilding. It's not perfect. There's still tension. Still upset. But we're trying. That's the real story. My parents and sister demanded I pay $20,000 for her wedding. I refused because I'm poor. They uninvited me. I discovered her fiancé was cheating with her maid of honor. Tried to tell her privately. She blocked me. Nobody believed me. So I sent a wedding gift. Delivered to the reception. Full of evidence. She opened it in front of 200 guests. Screamed. Cried. Cancelled the wedding on the spot. The family blamed me. For ruining the wedding. For public humiliation. For tearing the family apart. But I saved my sister from a terrible marriage. From years with a cheater. From a lifetime of betrayal. She forgives me. Thanks me. Paid off my student loans as an apology for how she treated me. My parents eventually apologized. We're rebuilding. Slowly. And I have no regrets. Not one. Because I'd rather be blamed for exposing a cheater than stay silent and let my sister marry one. I'd rather ruin a wedding than let it ruin her life. I'd rather be the villain in their story than the coward in mine. My sister called me selfish for not paying $20,000 I didn't have. The family called me cruel for exposing Brad's cheating publicly. But I call myself what I am, a sister who loved her enough to save her. Even when it cost me everything? Even when everyone blamed me? Even when the truth destroyed a wedding? Because some truths are worth destroying weddings for. Some truths are worth being blamed for. Some truths matter more than keeping the peace. And my sister deserved the truth. However painful. However public. However much it cost me. She knows that now. And that's all that matters. The wedding is cancelled. Brad and Victoria are exposed. My sister is free. My family is rebuilding. And I'm the one they blamed for all of it. The one who ruined everything. But I didn't ruin anything. I just refused to let a lie become a marriage. To let a betrayal become a lifetime. To let my sister walk down the aisle toward a man who didn't deserve her. That's not ruining a wedding. That's saving a life. And I'd do it again. Every single time. No matter who blamed me. No matter what it cost. Because that's what real family does. Tells the truth. Even when it upsets us. Even when it destroys. Even when everyone hates you for it. My family demanded money. I gave them truth. They wanted a perfect wedding. I gave them brutal reality. And my sister is better for it. Free. Safe. Saved from years of misery. That's worth being the villain. Worth being blamed. Worth everything.